wow, I might have a new favorite show. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about Superman and Lois, this first season of Superman and Lois. And yes, I know, I'm like extremely late to the game on this one, like, I mean, the season 1 of Superman and Lois came out like 2021, and then now we're reviewing it in 2022, and there's already 2 seasons, and the third one's starting up next year. But, like, I'm someone who, like, I watch the Arrowverse shows, but I'm always at least a year behind on them. Like, when it comes to, like, The Flash, for example, I've seen seasons 1 through 7. I have not seen 8 yet, and we're getting ready for season 9. So I'm always, like, 1 year behind on these Arrowverse shows, and that's no different for Superman and Lois, which I've been 2 seasons behind on, and now I have 1 more season to catch up on. And normally, I don't, sorry, cat. That was rude of me. Bad luck. Get out of here. I'm allergic to cats. No, not really. Superman's allergic to cats. Anyway. But normally I don't make videos on the Arrowverse shows because I know I'm behind on them and, well, no one ever seems to care about them anymore. So I don't normally make videos on them. But, oh my gosh. Superman and Lois stinking blew my mind. Like, the Arrowverse shows are...
Let us know.
Like, Arrow and Flash started off great, and then they really went downhill from there. And then the other Arrowverse shows are like Batwoman, Black Lightning, and Supergirl are always kind of just, you know, eh. And then every once in a while you get a show like Legends where every season is different. Like, this season's season 1 was okay, 2 was amazing, 3 was meh, 4 kind of sucked, 5 was crap, 6 was good.
I need some.
I haven't seen 7 yet. But, like, it's one of those shows that... So, like, after watching all of those, I was kind of expecting this show to be similar, except for Stargirl. I saw the first season. That show is great so far. I have stuff to watch season 2 and 3, though. But, so going into this show, I heard it was good, but I was still kind of expecting it to be, you know, as good, like, almost as good as Flash Season 1 or Arrow Season 1, because, you know, those were pretty good. Man, this is way better than those. Like, wow. Alright, so where to start in the show? I want to, maybe it was the cinema, I don't have any notes. I didn't write a script or a note for this like I normally do for my reviews. But, like, the cinematography for this show is amazing. Like, it looks like a movie. Like, just the way it's shot, and the way the cinematography is, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you know how, like, when you're watching a movie, you have, like, the specific feel of it, just the way the picture looks, and then when you watch a TV show, it has a completely different look, completely different picture to it. Well, this show, almost every TV show, including, like, Flash and Arrow and Supergirl and all that stuff like that, have this similar feel and look to it, so you know it's a TV show. This show actually has a different look and feel to it, so it feels like a movie. And it's just awesome, and, like, the story is, like, really good. Everyone has actually great character arcs. Like, honestly, this feels like it could have been an HBO Max original. Like, because normally you get, like, the streaming service shows that are short, but they're, like, really good, and then you have the not as good cable shows that are really drawn out and are kind of okay. This came from the CW somehow, and it feels like it could have been a limited series on HBO Max. Like, it's just that good. Every character has a great character arc. Seeing Superman and Lois as parents was awesome. Even the kids had a character arc, like both Jonathan and Jorden. And, I mean, they actually did a pretty clever twist for those of you who know the comics. Because in the comic books, Superman and Lois have one son, that being Superboy, aka Jonathan Kent, as you can see right there. But, and something clever is that the TV show makes it look like Jonathan has powers in the pilot episode. Like, oh, he's like really good at football, and he's just a freshman. How's he just what? He seems like he's starting to have powers. And then a big twist, it's Jorden, the other son, which is not comic accurate. So I thought that was really clever how they did that, kind of like a twist. And there's more twists to come, like, that was actually really cool. And the way, I don't know, just, and the characters are all actually likable. Because, like, there are a lot, there are a lot of Arrowverse shows where the characters aren't likable, or they start off likable, and then they end up being annoying. Felicity! Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. But, so, the fact that all the characters were actually likable, and even Jorden, who I know has gotten on some people's nerves, because I have listened to reviews here and then, not spoiler reviews until after I saw the show. Like, I don't know how I was able to avoid spoilers, but I avoid spoilers really well.
I hate clowns.
I avoided spoilers really well for the show, which was kind of surprising. But, like, I saw it, and it was just amazing. Like, almost everyone's completely different from the beginning to the end, and even the villains are, like, really good in this. Well, kind of villain. Let's start with the one, which was a great twist villain, being Steel. So, Steel is a character I know about from the comic books. I don't know, like, a whole lot about him. He's just not a character I've been, like, extremely interested in until this show, because this show did a great job with him. Because it started off where he's, like, this mysterious villain who can actually go toe-to-toe with Superman. You're like, who the heck is this guy? Why does he hate Superman so much? And then the AI calls him Captain Luthor, and then it just makes you go like, what? Captain Luthor? How is this Captain Luthor? How is this Lex Luthor? Especially because this looks nothing like Lex Luthor based off of how he looks in the Arrowverse. I have had it spoiled for me that this takes place on different Earths, sadly. That was spoiled for me. But even still, that was before that retcon. So it's still kind of like, what? How is that Captain Luthor? And then it gives this huge twist reveal that's John Henry Adams, Steel from the comic books, and he goes on this huge character arc where he starts off as like what looks like to be the main villain of the show. Then he turns into like this anti-hero where he's like, he's willing to, like, he's not a bad guy, he just wants to kill Superman. And then he turns into a full-on hero where he's helping Superman take on the actual villain. It's just awesome. And the actual villain, Morgan Edge, was also a great twist reveal. Where, to me, I thought he was there's that cat again. I thought it was going to be just a side villain who was going to be like this businessman. Almost like Lex Luthor, kind of, just not as cool. I ended up being wrong, and I'm glad I was, because it had this amazing twist reveal where it turns out he's Superman's brother, half-brother, step-brother, whatever. Superman's brother. That was a great twist I did not see coming. And he even has a great arc, like, he just wants he pretty much just wants his family back. And he thinks that the only way he can get his family back is if he kills all the humans and bring Krypton back. Now, even though I feel like this character could have been General Zod as well, I felt that they still did a pretty great job with this character. So, like he has a great motivation as well. Like, it was a great villain. Like, and the show was awesome. And somehow it made me care about the side characters too. Like, Lana, Kyle, and Sara. Because, like, a lot of the times on these DC shows, the Arrowverse shows, you get your main group of characters which you love, which are the heroes you know from the comic books, and then when it comes to the side characters that don't have powers or are original to the show, you're kind of like, whenever it cuts to their storyline, like, can we just get back to the superheroes already? Not this show. It made me care about that family. Every time it cut to Lana or Kyle or Sara, I thought I was still very compelled because I really wanted them to get through whatever they were going through. Like, Kyle was a great character. He started off like annoying, like, because he's like so supportive of Morgan Edge, and you're like, what the heck, man? He's a drunk, and he's not a very great father in the beginning. But after the end of the show, he's like a really caring guy. Like, you realize he just wants what's best for the town and for his family, and he's just not very good at, you know, handling pain. So it's just like that great. And Lana's story of being Clark's ex, his best friend turned ex, turned girlfriend, turned ex, but still best friend, was awesome. And then Sara and Jordan's relationship from beginning to end was amazing. And it's like one of the times where you're just like, come on, just get together already. And, I mean, they are probably one of the best couples in the Arrowverse, only competing with Superman and Lois themselves. Like, not only is their chemistry great with each other, but like they feel like an actual couple and actual parents. It's just amazing. And I have to say this too, because this is proof that just because a cast actor might be good doesn't always mean that they can save bad writing. Because I'm gonna be completely honest with you, when I forget his name, Tyler something, I think, right? He plays Superman. When they first introduced him, Supergirl, I was like, I don't like this guy as Superman. This isn't a very good Superman. And I was like, I don't know what it is about him. He's just not convincing me that he's Superman. I don't know if it was the crappy writing. I don't know if it was the crappy suit. I don't know what it was, because they really treated Superman terribly in the Supergirl show. It got on my nerves so badly. But maybe that's why, because from the first opening montage of this, I was just like, oh my gosh, this guy is Superman. And he's Clark Kent. Like, it blew my mind how much of a change it was from all of Supergirl. I was going to say Supergirl Season 2, but really all of Supergirl. I was like, this guy is not a Superman. He's not a very good Superman. And then we get to this show, and it's like, this guy is Superman. And the same thing goes for Lois Lane, too, because when they first introduced her in, I believe, Elseworlds, I was like, she's not the best Lois. First opening montage of this, oh my gosh, she is the greatest Lois Lane in live action. Like, honestly, this might be my favorite version of Superman and Lois. Like, I mean, the original Superman movies were good and all. Well, the first two were good and all. That version of Superman and Lois were pretty good. Man of Steel, I loved Henry Cavill's Superman. I really liked Amy Adams's Lois Lane. I haven't seen Smallville yet. I'm sorry, don't hurt me. I hear it's a great show. I just haven't had the time to check that out. I probably should. It's probably better than a lot of the Arrowverse shows that I'm behind on. But I haven't seen Smallville yet. But so based off of what I have seen, this is probably the best version of Superman and Lois. And what's cool is that it really is focused on family drama, which is another reason why I didn't think I'd like it. Because like, to me, it's like, oh yay, family drama. You're gonna put drama in a CW show. Yay, that always turns out well. That's sarcasm in case you can't tell. But this show actually pulled off drama in a way that was actually entertaining and gripping, and it was just great. Great. This show is unbelievably awesome. It blew my mind. I mean, and this show is just so gripping. Like, this show actually made me emotional like multiple times. Like, I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't cry at all during this show. Like, that would be a lie, especially the season finale. Like, and I was surprised because there were a couple things that just caught me completely off guard. Because like, the Arrowverse shows almost never make me cry, except for Tommy Merlin's death in Arrow season 1, and Barry's mother's death in Flash season 1. But besides that, it was only like 1, maybe 2 episodes that made me emotional. It was like almost every episode of this show made me emotional. Like, wow. The fact that a CW show was able to make me emotional multiple times, not just 1 episode, is crazy to me. But, yeah. It's crazy because there'd be, whenever it was making me shed tears of sadness, it was making me shed tears of joy, because there'd be scenes that would be super happy and heartwarming, and you're so glad they're happening, as well as super emotional, sad scenes. So it was crazy. I can't believe, and they stuck with that great quality for all 15 episodes of season 1. I really hope they hold it up. It holds on to that for seasons 2 and 3. I hear season 2 is pretty good, from what I heard, but I'm gonna watch it and see for myself. So I'm definitely gonna check out season 2. This might be my new favorite show. Wow, it's just, I'm so surprised on how good the show was. But yeah, thanks for taking time to watch, especially because I'm talking about something that's old at this point now. And season 3 isn't even happening yet, and it airs, I believe, next year. But I didn't want to talk about this show because it was just so awesome. I just finished it, season 1. It was just so awesome. And yeah, I think I should shut up about this show already and just go watch season 2. See, I have to watch this and Stargirl, because those like the best Arrowverse shows as of right now. But I mean, I want to stick with Flash as well. It's almost over, and I watched it since the beginning. It used to be great. Maybe it'll be good again. But yeah, so thank you so much for taking time to watch. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, actually let me know. Maybe you want to see more content on old Marvel DC stuff, or maybe just the Arrowverse. Let me know. I would totally do, like, if you want to see a video on season 2, tell me in the comments and hit the like button, and I'll be like, hey, they like me talk about season 1, I'm gonna talk about season 2. Maybe I'll even talk about season 3. It won't be on time, most likely, because I'm very late to this season, so, but maybe when we get to season 4, maybe I'll get to that on time. Probably not, but you know. But yeah, thanks so much for taking time to watch, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm pretty sure I said that like 5 times already, but this time I mean it. So, bye.